Good morning. Get your comfortable seat. Get out the wiggles. Scooch back into your chair, placing your haunches up against the back of the seat. Then lengthening from your tailbone through the crown of your head. You just kind of rock back and forth from one sit bone to the other, just little rocks. And imagine that you're kind of keeping your shoulders stacked and you're not rocking your upper body a long ways. You're moving, having movement in your hips, rocking from one sit bone to the other. And then I want you to kind of lean back a little bit towards the tailbone and still rock side to side on the sit bones. And kind of lean forward and rock side to side on the hip bones. And then center yourself back up. And I want you to do a circle with your hips, rocking forward towards the pubic bone, left hip bone, tailbone, right hip bone, but keep your shoulders aligned. So it's almost like your body's doing a little spiral. Let the upper body just kind of follow instead of generate the movement. Pubic bone, left, back, right, pubic bone, left, back, right. Go the other direction. Pubic bone, right, back, left. Little circles. And then make them teeny tiny. Until you bring yourself to stillness. Relaxing through the glutes, the thighs. Relax the belly completely, let it just hang out. And when you relax your belly, I want you to be aware of how your low back or mid to upper back might feel when you let the weight of the belly and the organs fall forward. And then I want you to zip your belly up just a little bit, starting from the pubic bone area, zip all the way up to underneath the rib cage. Soften your breath. Imagine if you could zip all the way up to underneath your chin, lengthening through the body. Staying long in the spine, I want you to slide your right ear over to the right shoulder, opening up the left side of the neck. Take the left hand up to the left shoulder and press out to the left side, stop sign. And then slowly lower down, leading with the palm of the left hand. All the way down. Relax and release the fingers, release the palm, shake the arm out. Tuck your chin and roll back to the center. Return your hand to your lap. Bring your head back up to neutral. One more time, check your spine. Zip up from the pubic bone all the way up to underneath the chin, lifting and lengthening. Stay tall and slide your left ear over to the left shoulder. Open up the right neck. Bring the right hand next to the right shoulder. Press out to the side at stop sign. Slowly lower down, leading with the heel of the hand. all the way down. It's right next to the body. Relax, shake out your hand. Tuck your chin and roll to the center. Return your hand to your lap. Lifting your chin up to neutral, turn to the right. Chin down, look down. Chin up, look up. Chin back to neutral. Slide it over to look left. Chin down, look down. Chin up, look up. Back to neutral. And turn to face forward. Right arm is going to inhale up and over and a tiny lean left. Just lift the shoulder up to your right ear. Lean a tiny, tiny bit. And come back down. Left side, inhale up. Lift the shoulder up to the ear, tiny lean right. And relax back down. And release. Roll your shoulders, twist if you want. Whatever feels good. We're going to do a little spine twist and open up. Taking a nice deep breath. I want you to lift and start your spinal twist low. So it's low belly or low spine, mid spine, upper spine, or as far as you can without engaging your arms. So just kind of along for the ride. Then I want you to take, once you're as far as you can go, arms are relaxed and not helping at all. You're going to put your left hand on your right thigh, and you're going to put your right hand either at the seat of the chair or the back of the chair and use them to press down and lift your crown up. Take another breath. And then slowly start to come back, low back, mid back, upper back, releasing the hands as you feel comfortable, all the way back to the front. Roll and relax, twist, shrug, whatever feels good, or do the other side. Deep breath, lengthen up. Start twisting from the low back, mid, upper. Arms are along for the ride. They're not helping at all. They're just hanging there, going as far as you can. Then taking the right hand on the right thigh, left hand either at the seat or the back of the chair. Press downward, don't pull on them. Press down, lift through crown. Take another big breath. And slowly start from low back, mid to upper. Letting your arms slowly release back to face forward, and round shoulders, arch and contract the spine, whatever feels good. And do another spine movement. So I want you to come forward, the seat of your chair. So you have two choices. I'm going to do it to the side so you can see. You have two choices. We're going to do an arch and contract of the upper back. So you can either put your hands on the seat of the chair behind you so that when you lift your heart up, you can kind of lean into those hands without compromising your low back. You could also put your hands right there on those little love handles right there and close your elbows back behind you and use that as support if you want to. When you lift your heart up, you can do it that way. You could also, if you have super duper wrist flexibility, which I don't really, but you can put your fingers up and palms down or heels of your hands down and press that way. So those are your three different choices. Pick one that feels the best for you. Today, I'm going to be very easy on myself, and I'm going to put my hands just on the chair behind me. So sit up nice and tall, lengthen through your crown. Forgot to close my curtain today. How's that? Just now noticed that. Not that it matters. Anyway, back to where I was. Hands behind you. Close your elbows behind you like you're trying to pinch your shoulder blades together. Take a deep breath and lift your heart up towards your chin. Look to the ceiling. Pull the belly button into your spine. The arches in the upper back, not the lower. Take a few breaths. You're going to be smaller. And then slowly start to come back to neutral. Stacking the spine. Bring your hands to the knees. Take a deep breath. Exhale, shoulders towards the ears, round, forward, just the upper back. So tuck the chin in, roll the shoulders up and forward. Take a few breaths, breathing into your upper back. And then stack your spine, come up nice and tall, relax the shoulders. Return your hands to the back in your whichever posture you want to choose, the chair or your hips. Root your fingers in their position. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, draw the elbows back, take a deep breath, lift the heart up, head looks up, pull the belly into the spine. Couple more breaths. Slowly start stacking from low back, mid back, upper back, relax shoulders, return hands to the thighs, lengthen tall, deep breath. Exhale, chin in, shoulders up and forward. Keep the belly drawn in. One more breath. And as you exhale, start to stack. Bring everything back up. Relax, roll out your shoulders, twist, whatever feels good. I'm going to turn back around. All right, we're going to do some of our standing postures. We're going to put the chair at the end of our mat. So we have the length for our legs. You're going to start with the seat of the chair facing you. We're going to do a little series. So we're going to start standing about a foot away from the chair. We're going to start leading. Our lead is going to start with our right side. So you're going to inhale up, a little tiny upper back arch as you look at your fingers. Then exhale, swan dive, chest forward, butt back, hands just come down around and reach for the chair. Flatten your spine. Round your back up. And then go back to flat. Don't arch down towards the floor. Round your back up. And then back to flat. I want you to take your right hand and I want you to slide it between your left thigh and left arm and reach over to the left side, dipping your right shoulder towards the seat of the chair, keeping your hips lined up. Reach it way over there, then slide it back out and open up a little bit to the right. You can put the hand on your hip if you want, if it feels better. And then bring it back down. Good job. You're going to step your right foot back. Press your heel into the floor. Flatten your back and look at the back of the chair or just look up. Make sure that your left knee is over your left ankle. and your right heel is on the floor. Your toes can be pointed out at a rough 45-degree angle. We're going to lift our heel and press it back down. And I'm actually not bending my knee. I'm keeping my leg straight and I'm lifting my heel, which is making my body go forward, and then pressing it back down. Lift, press it back down. Lift, press it back down. Lift, press it back down. Press and hold. Flatten your back. Look forward. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Root through your feet. Squeeze through your glutes. Bring your right hand to your right hip and come up with a flat back. Imagining that string coming out of the crown of your head is also coming through the center of your legs right down below, keeping you tall. Inhale, both arms come up. Right overhead like you're holding a box, and the shoulders come down, away from the ears. Breathe. Slowly bring the arms all the way back down onto your hips. Root through your feet. Draw your belly in. Slowly bring flat back forward and reach back for that chair, one hand at a time. I'll let you do whichever one's easiest for you. And then lift up that right heel so we're back up to lifted heel and down. Up and down. Now imagine you're going to launch yourself up over the top of that chair. You're going to press up. Weight is in the left foot, and you're going to lift the right leg behind you. Flex the right foot. Keep the hips level. Breathe. You can bring your left arm up above your head if you want to and reach. Rest it on the back of the chair, or just try and release the weight, whatever's easiest. Bend the left knee, slowly lower the right toes back down, but stay on the toes of the foot. Press the heel down and back up. Press the heel down and back up. Straighten the left leg. I know we're doing a lot on this side, aren't we? Press the heel down on the right. Breathe. Bend the left leg, draw the right one up about a foot, take the left one back and press to your downward dog. Hips back, head relaxed between your arms. You can just stand there or you can rock back and forth. Lifting the head up, stepping both feet forward. Take a deep breath, come all the way up. And exhale. Shake it out, walk it out, stomp it out. We're going to do that sequence. Now let's see if Angela can remember all of that. To do the other side. All right, you're standing about a foot away from your chair. Start with a deep breath, inhaling up, upper back arch, swan dive forward, arms go out, chest comes forward, down, butt goes back, hands come to either side of your chair. You're going to keep your right hand on the chair. We're going to, first we're going to round our back up and then come to a flat back. Round your back up, come to flat back. Weight is in the right hand. Left hand is going to slide between your right thigh and your right arm, reaching over to the right side. Keep your hips level. Reach with that whole upper body, stretching through the back of the shoulder and upper back. Unthread the needle and open up to the left side. You can put the hand on the hip if you want. And come back down. Step the left foot back as far as you can comfortably. Pressing the heel into the mat, having the toes out to a rough 45-degree angle. Make sure the right knee is locked up over the right ankle. Just like we did before, you're keeping your left leg straight, but you're lifting your heel off, so it makes your whole body lift up, and press back down. Lift up, press back down. Lift up, press back down, looking at the seat of the chair, the back of the chair. Back is flat, shoulders are away from the ears. We're lifting up and down. And press and hold, root through both feet, squeeze through your glutes, keep the knee over the right ankle. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Bring your left hand to your left hip and bring yourself up. Squeeze the butt. Keep the knee over the ankle. Lengthening from the crown and right through the center of your being towards the floor. Breathe. Big inhale, both arms up. Like you're holding a box over your head. Shoulders come down. Make space between your arm and the ears. Find a focal point. Slowly take those arms back down. Hands return to the hips. Squeeze the belly in. Root through the feet. You're going to use this right glute and thigh to come forward with a flat back. Returning your hands to the chair. And then you're going to come up on that heel again and down. And up. And down. And up. This time we're going to actually launch ourselves up. So you're going to come forward on the right foot, lift the back foot. Flex the left foot. Turning the pinky toe towards the floor. Evening out your hips. You don't want your hips to fall to the right so that your tray falls off the right side of your hip. You want to turn those hips to face the floor. You can lift your right arm off if you want a little bit. Hold the back of the chair or let it reach overhead. Draw the belly in. Breathe. Hand comes down. Bend the front knee. Take that left foot back there. Stay up on the toes. Then press. And come back up on the toes. Press. Come back up on the toes. Press. Come back up. Press and hold and straighten the front leg. Keep the back flat. Try not to shrug into your shoulders. Keep your head lifted, spine erect. Bend the front knee, slide the left foot forward about a foot, take the right one back, take yourself back to downward dog. You can rock side to side or you can just hold still. Light fingers on the chair just to help with the balance. If you want to, you can take the hands to the floor into a traditional downward dog, which probably means you have to walk your feet back a little bit or your head's going to touch the chair. In traditional downward dog, you let your shoulders slide down your back towards your sit bones. Breathe. And slowly bring your torso up. Bring yourself all the way up. Nice big breath. And relax. Shake it out. I may all work a little bit today, haven't I? Just a little, not bad. All right, we're going to do some more work on the floor. We're going to start in a seated position. And you're going to sit with your legs underneath this chair. We've done part of this before. So you're going to start with your legs underneath the chair. If your chair has something in the center, you can bring your legs to the outside and have them open a little bit if you need to. Also, you could bring it a little bit closer so the edge of the seat is kind of over your knees. So if you need to open partially, figure it out. It'll work. You could do part of this with cross legs if you're using a footstool instead of a chair. You could cross your legs. You're gonna sit up nice and tall, hold on to the sides of the chair, using it for support as you lengthen through your spine, root through your sit bones, feet are flat. Slowly with the flat back, come forward, not yanking on the chair so that it moves, but using it for support, a little bit of pull, keeping your back nice and flat as you come forward. And breathe. And come back up, tall spine. And forward again one more time. And you may be able to go further forward than I am. In that case, you can always move the chair back and go further forward. With a flat back, I can only go so far because of my back mobility. Feel free to walk down your legs if you can go further with a flat back. Come up nice and tall. Now everybody open your legs out. Keeping the chair here, keeping the chair close. Make sure that you're on your sit bones. Pull up the excess booty if you need to. Your feet are flexed out to the side at a comfortable distance. Your knees are micro bent. Hold on to the chair and lengthen through your spine. The flat back, come forward. Use that chair to help. You're not pulling so the chair moves. You've got a little bit of resistance in the chair. A little bit of support. Toes are to the ceiling. They're not open out to the side. Breathe. Come back up, tall spine. You can actually lean all the way back if you need to give the legs and everything a break. Sit back up. Hold the chair. Lengthen through the crown. Root through the sit bones. Deep breath. Exhale, come forward. Flat back. Lengthen. You can hold on to the legs if you want to. You can do this part without a chair if you want to. Just using that chair for a little bit of support. It just makes it that teeny tiny bit easier having that chair there. It makes it easier to maintain an erect spine. Without the chair there, I feel myself starting to sink, starting to round. Chair is helping me stay tall, which is better for the back. Slowly come up to tall spine. Bring your legs back in, take them out. We're going to do our modified boat pose. So if you imagine that your sit bones are the hull of the boat that stay in the water, and our upper body and our legs are the part that comes up out of the water. You took a cross section of the boat, you cut the boat from front to back 2 times and had this little piece like this of the boat. That's what we're working on. So lengthen up tall, sit on your sit bones, lengthen through the crown, and then I want you to keep your back long as you lean back and hold into the back of your knees, or bring that chair over your knees and hold on to the side of the chair. So you're just leaning back, pull your belly in really tight to support the spine. Keep the knees hip width apart, keep the feet hip width apart. You feel your hip flexors starting to work. Go ahead and bring your upper body back up over your hips. Shake it out a little bit. We're going to do it again. Lengthen tall first. Exhale, lean back. Pull the belly in, lengthen through the crown. Lift your right foot off the floor, maybe an inch. Turn it, put it back down. Lift the left foot off the floor, maybe an inch. Put it back down. Right, up, down, left, up, down. Lengthen one more time and come forward. Straighten out your legs and rock them out, shake them out. The hip flexors work a lot for this one. Sit up tall one more time, bending the knees in. Use the chair or just hold on to the back of your thighs. Whichever you want is easier, or if you want to try it a different way this time. Sit up nice and tall. Knees are hip width apart, feet are hip width apart, and lean back slightly. Lifting the right foot off the floor and back down. Lifting the left one off the floor and back down. Lift the right one and hold for a whole breath. Down, lift the left one, hold. Down, bring your torso back even. Relax out. Draw your right foot in close to your left knee. Keep your body facing that left foot. Right knee is out to the side. If you need some support for that right leg, you can put a block or a pillow or blanket rolled up underneath your right thigh. The chair can still be over the top of that left leg if you want it to be, or you can completely disregard the chair for the moment. Deep breath up. Flat back, come forward, either holding the chair or holding the pant leg, or you could use a strap. Toes to the ceiling on the left foot, trying to relax and ignore the right leg. And come up with a tall spine. Bring the right knee up. Tuck it in. You can either hold on to your thigh or you can hold on to your shin. So get the hold that you want first and then sit up tall. Breathe. Relax that left leg. Shake it out a little bit. And relax. Take the right leg straight. Slide the left knee in, the left foot next to you. Put something underneath the outer thigh of the left leg if you need to. Facing that chair, facing the end of that right foot. Take a deep breath. Exhale, flat back comes forward, holding onto the pant leg, the thigh, calf, the chair, tall spine. There's something about holding on to something out here at chest level that really makes you, gives you the ability to sit taller. That's the goal, sit taller. Breathe. And slowly come back up to a tall spine. Bring the left knee in. Find your comfortable grab point. Now, in the beginning, you might look all hunched over, holding on to your thigh or your shin. But once you've got it all pulled in nice and tight and you've got that comfortable position with the lower half, use that hold to lengthen the upper half. Try and relax the straight leg. Rock it back and forth a little bit if you'd like. Relax the toes. Have the toes pointed to the ceiling upward, but relax the foot. You don't have a hard flex. Breathe. And release. Release the leg complete. Shake it out. Draw both feet in like little kid butterfly. Soles of your feet are touching. If you need to put blocks or pillows or whatever underneath your thighs to help support the hip joint, you may. Soles of the feet are touching, and it doesn't really
lost the sound. We lost the sound. We lost the sound. Hello?
lengthen tall, and then hinging at your hip, come with a flat back forward. Get a little inner thigh stretch. Breathe. And come back up to tall spine. Now I want you to hold both hands either on the right knee and right shin, or the right side of the chair as it's facing you, or one on the floor, but have them focused on the right side and just a slight twist of your upper body. Deep breath, lengthen. Exhale, come forward towards the right shin. Press your left hip back down into the floor. Stretch in your left quadrilateral muscle, which is on the right side, low back. That's usually your quadrilateral muscle is the one that usually wants to give people issues. Slowly come back up. You feel a twinge in your back most of the time, it's that one. Twist yourself forward again. Now focusing on the left side, either holding the left knee and left shin, or having your hand on the floor and one on the chair, wherever it feels comfortable and doable. Deep breath, lengthen tall. Exhale, come forward towards the left side. Press the right sit bone into the chair or into the floor. Breathe. I'm not pulling on the chair. I just have my hand rested up there, so it can remind me to sit up tall. And slowly come back and relax. Use your hands to pull one knee up at a time. Shake out the thighs a little bit. All right, so usually I'll just let you do Shavasana any old way you want to. But before we do Shavasana, we're all going to do leg up a wall, or a version of leg up the wall. So if you are close enough to a wall to literally scoot your butt up to the edge of the wall and put your legs up in the air, then please take this opportunity to do so. If you don't have wall space to do so, then I want you to scoot your butt up to the base of the chair, lay back, and put your calf muscles on the chair. Put your feet up there and have your butt close enough that you feel the seat of the chair into the back of your thigh a little bit. So you have your whole lower leg up on the chair. If you are able to do leg up the wall and you feel like you need some space between your butt cheeks and the wall, you can scoot up a little bit. So you have like, I don't know, 4 to 6 inches from your butt to the wall. You can do that. The good thing about a chair is you can put your butt kind of up underneath it almost and have those legs up on the wall chair. So leg up the wall is what they call it. Has a lot of good benefits for the whole body. This is a modified inversion. So although we're not taking our whole body upside down, we're taking a portion of it upside down. Our legs aren't normally this far above our heart. If you have any issues that you are told do not put your legs above your heart, then I guess you won't do this one, right? Then you can just lay out flat or put a little pillow underneath to have a little rise. Relax your arms out to the side, palms up, just as if your upper body is in a regular Shavasana. This is good for the lungs, good for the heart, good for the nervous system and the brain, good for the low back. It actually puts the low back in a bit of a traction, which means that it's pulling the low back vertebrae open a little bit and creating a little space. It's a gentle traction for the low back. And I want you to take 6 more breaths. And let your hips relax into the mat. Relax into the floor. Your legs are up the wall. You have to work to kind of keep them in the air, keep them upright. If you feel like you would, instead of having your feet straight to the ceiling, if you're on the wall, you can put the soles of your feet on the wall and just bend your knees enough to where you're putting a little pressure on the soles of your feet. So you don't have to work as hard. Still getting the benefit for the body, for the back. As I'm talking, I don't know what breath you're on, so just finish the current breath that you're on. Now, if you would like to stay in this position for Savasana, please do so. If you want to get back into your traditional Shavasana posture, please do so. Grab a blanket, an eye pillow, whatever you need. You might already have brought yourself to stillness, enjoying that moment of having your back relaxed. If your legs are up the wall and you want to transition to having them on the chair or couch or something, you can do that. Or you could bend your knees and press the soles of the feet on the wall if you would prefer. Take a couple more moments for everybody to feel situated. Make sure that you are as comfortable as you can be for just a few moments. Shoulders and hips are aligned. Back is relaxed and supported. Come into your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your chest, of your belly, maybe your shoulders a little bit. Feel the breath in the nostrils. Feel the breath in the head, the breath in the throat, the breath down the windpipe. Feel the breath in the lungs. Feel the movement through the organ. Feel the breath as a wave through the body. Feel that wave move through the body from top to bottom, from bottom to top. Breathing in and breathing out. feeling the waves in the body. Transition your mind to seeing the waves on the shore. The wave comes in and the wave goes out. The wave comes in and the wave goes out. The wave comes in bringing shells, sargassum, moss. The wave goes out, taking them back out into the ocean. The wave comes in with the white waters of foam, and the wave rolls back out. Life can be like a wave. It can be gentle and soft, rolling in and rolling out as we go about our day-to-day lives, doing our everyday errands, everyday tasks, things we enjoy, things we have to do, things we want to do. And everything's fine and dandy. Our waves could be like crashing against the lighthouse. The waves reaching 20 and 30 feet up the side of the lighthouse as the turmoils of life start, the stresses, the unknown. The skies darken, the waves are strong and tall, crashing on the shore, bringing up large pieces of debris, shells, waves, crashing on the shore, changing the shape of the shore. There's no easy in and easy out. They come in with no abandon, ripping up the sides of the shore. What waves do you have in your life right now that are changing and shaping the shore of your life? And sometimes, just like that, the storm passes and the waves are gentle. The waves come in and the waves go out. The breath comes in and the breath goes out. As you sit there on your beach chair, you watch the gentle waves. You feel them on your feet. Remember that you have 3 choices to each storm: to accept it, to change it, or to leave it. Although accepting the storm may mean you remain in the turmoil, sometimes it's necessary. To change it may mean hard decisions, hurt feelings, but they might be necessary. And to leave it may mean to turn your back on the storm and go to a different beach, which may just as difficult. If you can't accept it, change it. If you can't change it, leave it. And if you can't leave it, learn to accept it. As the wave comes in and the wave goes out. The breath comes in and the breath goes out. The storms crash in and the storms relax. The wave goes in and the wave goes out. The breath comes in and the breath goes out. Feel the wave of breath in your body from the crown of the head to the tips of the toes. From the tips of the toes to the crown of the head. The breath goes in and the breath goes out. Feeling the breath in your organs of the belly. Feel the breath in the lung, the rise and fall of the chest. Feel the breath in the windpipe, the breath in the throat. Feel the breath in the mouth and in the nostrils. Feel the breath go in and the breath go out. Take a nice deep breath, filling the lungs all the way up. Exhale with a stretch, stretching out the fingers, stretching out the toes, the legs, the arms. Take another big breath. Exhale out with another stretch. Stretching any part of your body you want. Start to move around. Moving fingers, moving toes, knees, elbows, spine, head. If you did stay on the wall, you might want to scoot yourself away from it a little bit. If you stayed on a chair, scoot your bottom back a little bit and roll over onto your side, stacking shoulders, hips, and knees. Take a couple of breaths. What storm do you need to focus on today? Do you need to accept it? Do you need to change it? Or do you need to leave it? Gently peel yourself up off of the mat. Find a comfortable seat. Rooting through the sit bones, lengthening through the crown. Get yourself supported. Drop your head forward and just kind of roll it side to side. Nice and slow. Slowly making them bigger so that your ears stack up over the shoulders right before you dip the chin back down to go to the other side. Be very mindful of the stretch in the back of the neck and the top part of the back as you roll from side to side. Dropping the head forward, bring it up, nose to the ceiling, and chin back down to chest. And nose up to the ceiling. And face forward. Turn your head right and left. Nice big nose. As far to the left and as far to the right as you can. Nice and slow. Feel the motion in the neck muscles as you move. Head facing forward. Take a deep breath with your arms. Try not to hit anything. Lengthen tall. And exhale, arms down. And another big breath. Inhale, arms up. Hands come together overhead. Exhale, take them down to your chest as you flutter your eyes open. And namaste.